Hey, how you doing? I'm Matt from Taiwan Life and Asia channel, and today is a little bit of a depressing video. However, it could be useful for a certain select people who want to come into Taipei on a budget. Maybe they're a student and they want to live on their own. They don't want a house share. Maybe you are starting a new life and you really are on a budget and you just need 1 year to get your feet on the ground, to get a job, and you need minimum outgoings in terms of rent, but you still want to live on your own. I'm going to be focusing on places to live which are the cheapest places to live in Taipei City on your own, or aka independent suites, private suites. So it may not be a whole apartment with bedrooms, but it's the cheapest place you can have on your own in and around Taipei City. And let me warn you right now, it's not going to be very pleasant, but it might do the job for you. And if needs be, if you really do need something such as this, it's going to be a really useful video for you. So let's jump straight into it. With what I just said, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to anyone in regards to budget. However, when you compare these apartments, I can't even say apartments, these places to live in terms of other countries in Asia, it is a little bit depressing for what you get for the price. Okay, but I'll probably mention it once. I'll do my best not to mention it, but when you compare it with somewhere like Kuala Lumpur, where for the same price you can get a 2 or 3 bedroom apartment with swimming pool and gymnasium and virtual golf and car parking space, it's just incomparable. But you come into Taipei, you need to be in Taipei for a reason, or you want to be in Taipei, and this is an option for you if your budget is on the lower end. It's okay. And you need to start again. And for 1 year, it'll be cheaper than Airbnb, hostel. And yes, you can house share. However, if you want your own space, this is an example of your options available. Now, what I've done, this is rent.591.com.tw. And the parameters I've set are there's nothing less than 5,000 NT, okay? So 5,000 NT, there's nothing. So this is between 5,000 NT and 10,000 NT. So let me just translate. I'm going to translate. I'm going to convert the currency, okay? So 5,000 NT is 150 USD and 115 pound. So you just double that to 10,000. 10,000 NT, it's going to be 230 pound and 300 USD. Okay, so if that's your budget, these are what we're looking at, not sharing with anybody. Although a lot of these places are, the majority of them are kind of big apartments with a shared corridor and split off into almost like a hotel style different slots. Okay, which people here call it a suite, but it is independent, it is on your own. Okay, so just looking already, I take a deep breath, but I'm going to try and be positive because this, like I said, it might be useful, and you never know, you might need somewhere like this on a budget. So here, let me also bring up the map here. We might need this. So the map of Taipei. Okay, superb. And let's get back to it. The first one is, okay, elegant and comfortable suite for rent, 8,000 NT. Okay, so 8,000 NT, 184 pound, 245 USD, or 215 euro. And it's on the first floor of a 2-floor building. And it says it's a private suite. Move in anytime. Positive. Now, it's a townhouse. I'm just going to have a look whereabouts it is on the map in terms of Taipei. And as you can see, look, the location isn't a total disaster. So if I'm looking at this MRT here, this is CKS Memorial MRT, which is a really good location. If we are actually going to look on the map in terms of location, okay? So here's Taipei, zooming in. CKS Memorial is here. So it's around here. So you're on the red line here. You get on the red line and you get into Shini district, financial district. You're close to downtown Taipei. So location-wise, not bad at all. Let's have a look at the room itself and see what happens. So remember, it is going to be one rent up front and 2 months deposit. As you can see, you got a fridge, looks a little bit dirty, wardrobe space. You got a toilet behind the bed. There's a toilet. It's got a shower head on the sink. There's a view from inside the door. It's literally, yeah, just a space. Look, I'm not going to try and fluff it up or and you're down the alley here, okay? But the location is great, and it's 8,000 NT. I'm not, well, there's no way I can fluff it up with unicorns and rainbows here. There's nothing I can do about that. I'm just showing you what I see here. It might be useful for some people. It might be interesting for some people as well to compare. So that's for 8,000 NT. Good location, although may not be desirable. What's inside? Ximen Ding, okay, so Ximen, this is 4th floor of a 5th floor building. Very unlikely it's got an elevator, so it's probably going to be stairs. It's got independent washing machine, which means it's your own washing machine. I know it sounds ridiculous, but a lot of these places are going to have shared functions or shared general public rooms in the building. So the location itself, I'm guessing it's not too shabby. Yeah, so let me have a look over here. It's next to Ximen and Beimen. So Beimen is here, and you got main station here, Taipei main station, and you've got also Ximen Ding, which is next to Beimen. So Ximen is down here. Okay, so location-wise, not bad. It's near the riverside as well. Location doesn't seem bad at all. And this is 9,500 NT. So 9,500 NT, £220 a month, 290 USD or 255 euro a month. And remember, these are the cheapest I can find clicking on Taipei City and Independent Suite, which is your own space. Deposit negotiable, so you could even just, potentially just put down 10,000 NT or 1 month. You can negotiate it, it says. It looks a little bit nicer because you have got at least some windows than the nicer than the previous one. It looks like the washing machine is actually next to the bed, so this is showing me that it is like an apartment split up into smaller rooms, just like having a hotel. It's basically like it is living in a shared house. So you could be in the nicer buildings if you've got a little bit more budget, living in a shared house. If you don't mind bumping into people more often. Here, you're not going to bump into as many people. Now, you have got a little refrigerator on the shelf. Looks like you've got a TV included, and they have got a double space with a mattress and a shower room. And it's a nice stand-up shower, so it does look a little bit more pleasant just for £25 more, just for like an extra 1,000 NT more against the previous one, which we looked at. And you got a wardrobe, you got some storage space. So already it's looking a bit nicer than the last one, but it is going to be a corridor outside there. That's the front door. So outside is going to be a corridor filled with more of these rooms. There's a bathroom. As you can see, you're going to be showering on your bathroom, on the toilet. Everything's going to be a bit tight, and you have got little cage window to hang some drying, okay? But the location isn't bad at all. Look, I'm sorry, it's not really delightful, but you may be looking at this, and if it's in budget, you might be thinking, you know what, just for me to get my life started and feet on the ground, because everyone comes from a different situation, it might be ideal. It just might be. If you're coming in and you're English teaching and you're really, really on the budget and your job's only be paying you 40,000 NT, this is 10,000 NT a month, including bills, 9,500, but then bills on top, around 10,000, then you have got a lot more left over, 30,000 NT, and you'll try and hopefully save, a month, some money from that to try and build your life. And then maybe, I'm just throwing ideas out my head here, and maybe start working more hours to then upgrade your life and upgrade your living quarters. I'm trying to choose ones that aren't like student dorms, which are like independent. Oh, here we go. Short stay, 1 month. So we've got a short stay one here for 1 month. So 1 month, it'll be 8,800 NT. Okay, so again, that's going to be around £220. I'm curious where this location is. Short stay 1 month. So instead of getting a hotel for 1 month, a hostel or an Airbnb, which is going to be more expensive, this might be ideal. Let's have a look where this, I'm not sure the location of this. What MRT is it? Jintan. Okay, not a disaster, not a disaster at all. So Jintan's on the red line, just going a little bit further up. Somewhere, yeah, here we go. And it's across from the river. Yeah. So it's just on this side of the river. Look, bit of a ball ache trying to get there. However, if you just needed somewhere to stay for 1 month, this is your place. 8,800 NT. Let's see what you get. You're opposite McDonald's for a start, okay? And you can cook. It says you can cook. So minimum lease period. Oh, it says 1 year, but they are, yeah, it says short stay for 1 month. Okay, so it says it. Yeah, I've got a double bed. You got some kind of TV. I didn't even know these TVs exist anymore. There's a little refrigerator. You got nice little vases and flowers, but you have got a window. Okay, great. So again, just to get your feet on the ground, get if you need it for somewhere to stay just for the first month until you get all your affairs in order. Okay, this could be really, really useful for you. The bathroom isn't too luxurious, but somewhere you can shower. You got somewhere to put your clothes as well, okay? And it looks like these are the same style rooms in a single corridor. So this is what I was talking about, where some of these independent suites are going to be in such a corridor like this with other people. However, when I look back and when I first come here, when I was staying in hostels and hotels, I spent more money than I really wanted to because I was on a budget similar to this. I wish now that someone like me was telling me that I could do this. And this would have been ideal for my budget when I was trying to restart my life again 13 years ago now. So, I do make kind of tongue-in-cheek kind of blasé jokes about this, but it's really important for some people to help change their life. It's really important. Okay, so this is just an example of what you can do on such a budget. This one is near Ximen MRT. It's second floor of 5-floor building, and it's near the Ximen MRT station, which is really good. It says with internet and washing machine. Okay, again, for the price, it might be all right for you. Let's have a look. So, oh yeah, this is a superb location, superb location. So we're back down to Ximending area. Okay, so not far from main station, not far from the central areas. We're in this area here. So just zooming out, here's Taipei. There's Taipei 101 around here. Here's downtown around here. And the apartment is around here. Really, really good location, a lot going on. And for this price, again, it might be a really good opportunity just to get settled, even if it's for a year. You might even break your contract if you make more money, okay, and you might lose 20,000, or you might find someone to take over your place. It is possible. Let me just check how much 10,000 is. It's around £250. So 10,000 a month is £230 and 270 euros and 306 USD. So it's second floor, so you don't have to walk up too many steps. It looks like you have got a TV, refrigerator here. You've got a little desk. Okay, great. So that's what you need. Somewhere to put your shoes. It looks like it is a single bed. Yeah, okay. But it looks pleasant. Looks pleasant. And it doesn't show what the outside building is. It may be an old, kind of scary, more run-down building. But it does the trick again. You've got a window in the bathroom, which is nice as well, and a bit more space and your own washing machine. So look, there's not a drying area, so you wouldn't need a drying stand unless there's an outdoor space, but if there was, it would probably show it. But just like the last one we looked at, it's probably going to be a corridor with these kind of split up partitioned rooms such as this. So look, for this price, this is what we're looking at, and it is doing a job for some people. I'm trying to pull out something which is, suitable, not horrendous. Living conditions. Okay, Shiji European style villa, second floor in a fourth floor building. It's in a townhouse and it looks quite clean. Okay, let's have a look at this. So 9,500, so it's literally the same price as the previous two. Let's have a look at the location. Janan. Ah, okay, so this is top of the Brown line. Not a bad location. Yes, it is a bit further out, but using the Brown Line MRT, so you're at the top here. But if you get on the Brown Line MRT along here, it takes you into downtown, and there is an airport on the Brown Line as well. Songshan Airport, which is a really awesome airport. Okay, but it's a nice location. It's been really built up now, top of the Brown Line. And you get on the Brown Line, you go all the way down, and you're into downtown. A few foreigner-friendly bars, restaurants, and whatnot. But also, there are some places. You got TGI Fridays, you've got shopping malls up here as well. Miramar, Ferris wheel. So let's have a look. I'm going to make this the last one we look at because it's all pretty much the same. You're not going to get, yeah, in this price range, you're not going to get anything cheaper without living in bunk beds or something. And this is an independent suite and looks clean. So this will be the last one I'll do. And I'm just showing you that it is possible to do this on this budget. Second floor, it is in a townhouse of 4 floors. It's 8 ping in size, single bed, nice window. Okay, superb. So I'll be looking at this and I'll be thinking, you know what? It's not as prison. It's not as prison-like as a lot of them can feel. So already I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, you know what? That could be pleasant. There you go. That window's beautiful for this price. Okay, superb. And you got a little fridge, you got a wardrobe, double bed, you got plug sockets next to the bed as well, which is great. You could potentially move your own TV in if you wanted to. You could stay here. Look, here's a desk. It looks like a new air conditioner, which is good, and it won't cost a lot of electricity because it's a small space. There's another angle. Look, great. Okay, superb. It looks clean. I'm guessing that arrow says refrigerator. And the bathroom is nice. Washing machine. They've got a shower curtain, okay, which is good. Bathroom there, and it's been tiled. And because it's a townhouse, this may be your little balcony. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't say if it's shared or not. If you give me 1 minute, let me just translate this. You can do this by Google Translate. Basically, it's got a camera function on Google Translate, and it says, yeah, balcony to dry your clothes. Okay, there you go. So this looks a great little place, a great little find. Ah, and it looks like this is like the public area, and you got a water machine. Superb. You can fill up your water bottles here. And there's the steps up to the second floor. This is the corridor, and these are the independent suites, which I talked about, corridors. So townhouses and apartments are split up into these spaces. It looks really well kept, to be honest. There you go. And it looks more secure than the others. And there's the beautiful view. So that's just an example that these price ranges at what you can expect. It did start a little bit depressing, but looks like I saved the best till last, and it looks like you can get something clean like the one we just looked at. And if you don't mind living in that kind of cordoned off, segmented areas, if you can get something like that with a natural window, your own washing machine, somewhere to dry your clothes, and they've even got a water machine here, double bed, some plugs, you can bring in your own TV. If you are on a budget such as that, 8,000 to 10,000 NT a month, you can start to build your life with that, and then it's up to you to try and make it better from there. If you need more videos like this, hit the playlist right now.